Hey everyone! So this is the first of a series of videos where I'm going to teach you the proper way to throw a golf disc backhand. Now I'm going to start by not teaching you anything. Instead, I'm going to explain why teaching the backhand has become complicated, overcomplicated, and why people are teaching it incorrectly. Now this is important because I'm going to lay the groundwork for exactly how and why I teach the way you do. And if you buy into this, you're going to be more successful because of it. So here's why teaching the backhand has been overcomplicated. There are a lot of different things that happen when you throw a backhand. I mean, if I had to, I could probably rattle off 50 different things that take place during the backhand. What part of your body is where, what goes here, what goes there, what rotates when, what order, what line, what angle, what happens to your head, what happens to your other arm, what are you thinking about? I mean, there's just so many things that happen. Here's the thing. Number one, you can't think about 50 things at once when you're throwing. It's impossible, right? You can only think about a few things. But even if you could think about 50 things at once, most of those things aren't things that you do when you throw a backhand. The majority of things are things that happen as a result of throwing the backhand. Now, I'll illustrate this with an example. I've done like 450 pro clinics around the world. And when it comes to the backhand, the single most common question I've gotten over the years has been, on your plant foot, in other words, when you throw the backhand, on your forward foot, do you pivot or rotate on your heel, or do you rotate on your toe? Right? Which one do you rotate on, heel or toe on your plant foot? The only correct answer to that question is, why the hell are you thinking about your plant foot when you're throwing? Okay? You don't rotate your foot when you throw. Foot rotation happens as a result of the throw. You're going to do some things, a very small number of things. When you do those things, everything else just happens and you don't control it. No top player steps up on the tee pad, puts their plant foot down and thinks to themselves really quickly, okay, rotate on my heel, then throw. Right? You don't rotate your foot. You're throwing a frisbee. Foot rotation happens. So this is what we're going to do when I break down the backhand. I'm not saying that all these things aren't important. What I'm saying is you can only think about a few things, and if you do the several things that you're capable of thinking about when it happens this quick, number one, and number two, you focus on the important things, all the other things are going to happen automatically. I promise you. I'm going to give you a step-by-step, and that's exactly what's going to happen when you focus on the important things. Everything else happens. You don't even have to think about it. See?